Hey there, Susan Staples Bell here, and I want to welcome you to Max and Cora Puppy Pals, a 10-chapter musical storybook that we can enjoy together. Are you ready? Let's go. Chapter 1. It was kind of cloudy this morning when Max woke up. You know, the kind of morning when you just want to stay in bed. He slowly opened one eye and looked around. Nope, I'm not getting up. This bed is too comfy. He rolled over. Sniff, sniff. Well, maybe I might get up. I think I smell something tasty over there. Now his tummy was growling, like practically begging him to get up. One stretch, two stretch, and then a really big stretch. Max finally got up. What do you think Max had for breakfast? I'm going to play the song Good Morning, and I want you to listen. Do you hear how the notes get higher? That might be Max doing his stretches. And at the end, the notes come back to home. I think he's ready for a good day. Chapter 2. Full tummy? Check. What's next? With one peek outside the front window, Max knew. It looks like a good day for an adventure. He jumped onto the sidewalk and started to bounce along, just like he knew exactly where he was going. In case you see him walking by your front window, you'll know Max when you see him. He's a golden retriever with soft, fluffy hair. He's got a great sense of direction, and you'll notice his big, curious eyes. First stop on his plan every day is to meet his best friend Cora under the big oak tree in their neighborhood park. Cora, you see, is a fearless beagle. Besides the fact that she's so cute, she has the best sense of smell. She can sniff out anything. What do you think Max and Cora look like? When you hear the next piece, I want you to listen. What makes it sound like they're having fun? Can you circle those measures? Chapter 3. Hi, Max! Cora bounced up and down as she waved to him. She was already under the big oak tree, waiting there. Max ran all the way across the grassy park to meet her. Hi, Cora, barked Max. Have you ever seen that thing that dogs do? They have a special way of greeting each other. It's their secret handshake. It's something they do every day, and it never gets old. Who knows? Maybe today there's something different to discover. Here's what it looks like. Sniff right shoulder, sniff the left, turn around and round and round. Sniff the front and sniff the back, turn around and round and round. Bend down, reach up high, high five up, high five down. Say it soft, say it loud, turn around and round. Have you ever seen dogs do their secret handshake? I want you to listen to the next piece. And can you tell when Cora has the melody and when Max has the melody? There's a special way to figure that out. Chapter 4. What should we do today? Cora wanted to know. I don't know, the usual, Max threw out. Cora was getting pretty tired of the usual. Walking, running, barking, sniffing, the same old stuff. Maybe today is the day we finally go explore the far side of the park, Cora asked hopefully. The puppies had heard whispers from the other animals about a shady, hidden garden. With Cora's keen nose leading the way and Max's boundless energy, it seemed like a great idea. I want to know what's hidden over there, Cora demanded. Okay, let's do it, Max agreed. Do you think the puppies should go to the hidden garden? This next piece is called Let's Explore. Maybe we're going to explore a different hand position. Can you figure that out? Chapter 5. They took off through the park until they stumbled on a thick wall of bushes. Do you think this is it? Max asked, a little unsure. Only one way to find out, Cora barked, diving nose first into the bushes. Max had no choice. Follow Cora or miss all the fun. He slipped into the bushes and was pleasantly surprised. It was a quiet place, but it had lots of spots to discover. What do you think the dogs might discover in the hidden garden? They chased their tails, splashed in the water puddles, played hide and seek behind the old cottage, sniffed all the new smells, and they even found some snacks. After exploring a bit, the puppies happily rolled around in the soft grass. This is definitely a happy place. As you listen to the hidden garden, can you tell this is a happy place? And since we're exploring new hand positions, can you find all the F sharps in this piece? Chapter 6. Max and Cora were having the best day on their adventure, but now it's time to head home. Just as they were about to leave, they heard a tiny little voice calling for help. Help! It was such a soft meow they almost didn't hear it. The puppies looked up, and there was a baby kitten in the tree. "Help me!" Muffin cried, a little louder now. "We have to save her, Max," Cora demanded. Max agreed. "I know what it feels like when you need help. I remember that time when I was so scared." "No time! She needs our help now." With one look, the puppies sprang into action. Max stood tall and steady while Cora climbed up on his back to reach the kitten. With a gentle nudge, Cora was able to help Muffin down safely. "Thank you so much," the kitten purred. "I was so scared." "I'm so glad we heard you," Cora said, smiling. Satisfied with their good deed, they went on their way. Do you remember a time when you helped someone when they felt scared? As you listen to our next piece, Help Me, can you tell the parts that are different? Maybe when Max and Cora are bouncing along on their adventure and when they find the little kitten and she's so scared. Can you hear the difference? Make sure to point those out. Chapter 7. Suddenly, Max stopped. "Why'd you stop?" Cora asked. The puppy pals had wandered into a quiet street. At just the right moment, Max saw Mr. Whiskers, the grumpy old cat that lived by the grocery store. Max, with his usual playful nature, thought it might be fun to chase the cat. Without warning, Max barked, "Let's play tag!" He took off running after Mr. Whiskers. Cora wasn't so sure, but couldn't contain herself. "Hey, wait for me!" Do you think it was a good idea to chase Mr. Whiskers? The puppies were no match for Mr. Whiskers. He gracefully darted through gardens, jumped over fences, and finally disappeared up a tall tree, leaving the puppies far behind. Maybe chasing Mr. Whiskers wasn't such a good idea, Cora panted. "Yeah, but it was super fun," Max smiled, with his tongue hanging out his mouth. Listen to the next piece. Tag, you're it. Can you hear which hand is Max and which hand is Mr. Whiskers? I'd love to hear what you think. Chapter 8. Feeling a little tired now, they realized it might be time to make their way home. As they started in the direction of home, they noticed the sky started to look different. There was a fog rolling in. Quickly, the sky turned dark and the air seemed so thick that the puppies had a hard time seeing the trees around them. They got all turned around. Everything looked so different. What if we can't find our way home? Max thought to himself. I'm scared, Max, Cora admitted, her ears drooping. Don't worry, Cora, Max said, trying to sound brave. We'll find our way. We just have to stick together. How do you think the puppies can find their way home? I want you to listen in the next piece, Lost in the Fog. What makes it sound spooky or kind of scary? Maybe it's the E flats and the A flats. Look for the accidentals. Look for the flats in this piece. What about using the pedal? Does that make it sound scary? Chapter 9. The first thing the puppies did was look for clues that could lead them home. They wandered around for a while, but then Max recognized the fence where he chased Mr. Whiskers. Next, they saw Muffin and her mom walking on the wall outside of the hidden garden. Then Cora picked up some familiar scents from the neighborhood park. As the fog cleared, they spotted a familiar shape in the distance. It was the big oak tree. How do you think the puppies felt when they saw the tree? They ran as fast as they could to the tree, wagging their tails, and did another high five. It took teamwork to help them find their way back, but Max and Cora knew no matter what, they could face anything together. We did it, Max barked happily. Of course we did, Cora agreed, giving Max a friendly nudge. We're puppy pals, remember? As you hear the next piece, Together We can you hear that it sounds a little brave? Can you hear when Max is talking and when Cora is talking? I want you to listen and see if this piece tells a story about their adventure. Chapter 10. Both puppies were so tired from their busy day. As soon as they walked in the front door, their comfy bed was calling to them. That was the best day, Max said as he settled down. I'm so glad we helped Muffin today, Cora whispered. Both were fast asleep as soon as they closed their eyes. In their dreams, they heard this song. Max and Cora, puppy pals, best of friends through thick and thin. New adventures, lots more fun. Teens are better with a friend. Well, that's the end for now. What do you think the puppies will do tomorrow? As you listen to Home Sweet Home, does it make you sleepy? Thanks for joining me for Max and Cora, Puppy Pals. I'm so glad we went on this adventure together.